Today on Drawbli,
We're looking at the art of Feng.
this looks insane.
Yes.
Like genuinely insane.
Yes. So
Whoa.
when I came across this artist on ArtStation, I was pretty blown away because first of all, the majority of their most recent portfolio is all black and white. It's all line art.
Okay, so we're gonna see some color as well then?
You will see some color at the end. And if I'm not mistaken, I found out later on that several of these line works we'll see, we'll get to see color versions.
Feels a little political.
I know. Wait, what? I didn't notice that before.
Cool piece.
But I don't think, who knows?
That's funny.
But these are just incredible pieces. Really, really cool. The body of work is incredibly varied too. Like that was a very almost religious tones piece. And this is obviously not that, totally different.
The inking on this, take a look at the plant over there. Mm-hmm. That reads so well.
Isn't that amazing?
I feel like this person probably has a lot of experience with a traditional ink pen.
Well, so this artist, we can tell from their bio, has been an artist for at least 20 years and has spent time teaching as well and lecturing in Shanghai, or they're from Shanghai. We pick up what we can from their ArtStation bios, but people don't necessarily post that much on there, which is why we don't usually dig into the details of who they are and where they're from and all that jazz.
We don't need to. We just need to appreciate this amazing art.
It's universal language.
Yeah.
A lot of their artwork on their ArtStation is reminiscent to me of kind of a milder Kim Jung-ji subject matter. This artist is not afraid to, paint whatever they think is super cool.
I mean, this is super cool.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying there's more on their profile that I didn't include in this curation.
Well, there's always a link down in the description
Yes.
for you to check out more really cool stuff.
Some of it was really scary. Some of it was a lot more spicy, so...
Love a scary spice.
Yeah.
The hatching, the texture.
There is so much to learn from this. As somebody who loves line art and loves to create line art,
You do.
I need to sit and study these for a while, and I think I will come away a better artist.
Yeah, absolutely. I love so anime is such a varied style, right? But they have a really specific version of that feels more grounded in reality.
Yeah, and they definitely, I think, had some anime
More
reminiscent
traditional
work
anime.
and traditional.
Or what you might expect. We looked at another artist recently that also did a lot of what I might consider semi-religious or even Catholic in nature, like symbolism. For example, the Virgin Mary holding baby Jesus back here. At least that's the vibe I get.
I imagine that's based off of a real piece of architecture, though. And I mean, if you're going to take the time to draw architecture, why not draw the best? And a lot of the best is on cathedrals.
In Italy.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a lot of Catholic, cathedrals, churches in Italy with a lot of these recessed statues.
So beautiful.
Within the structure. Yeah. I wonder if they trace some of the structure because it looked very kind of perfect. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe they're just perfect. They have been doing this for 20 years.
Maybe they are perfect.
A lot of this looks perfect. And it's amazing.
These are really beautiful and also terrifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Their hips are they're obviously made of tree roots, but this one on the far right, it's protruding rooty hip is,
And when I tell you, I chose some of the least terrifying works from their profile.
This character is definitely about to become one of them, by the way. 100%.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
She's about to become one of them.
It looks like she is totally stoked about it too. She's like, yes. I love these spider-esque women. There's something here that's very spider themed, hence the spider and the threads everywhere.
Yeah, so you feel I guess, yeah. Do you think they're trapped or
are they the ones who trap?
There's a lot of skulls surrounding them and they don't seem all that perturbed by it. So Who knows? Whoa.
I thought this was just so cool. Like this image here, it reminds me of like Spanish dancers, you know, Day of the Dead style makeup.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, except these are like actual undead type beings.
Yes.
Take a look at this one guy's mouth on the far left. It's like kind of overgrown and like the skin is pulling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Very
There's
creepy.
something about
and the
it that's
bodice
super...
that she's wearing.
Right, because that's not obviously human skeletal anatomy, correct? We don't have massive spikes on our hips or quite that many ribs.
It looks like they're dressing her. It looks like they're kind of finishing up by, you know, maybe putting on these arm pieces.
Like they're her servants and they're, preparing her.
I wish I had skeletal gentlemen to be my servants and, you know, dress me in bony armor.
None of your clothing is that complex, is what I was going to say. Help me put on this t-shirt. Oh.
Can you get this button for me? Well, the other day I did smash my thumb in the car door and I could have used some help.
You could have used a butler to open and shut your car door for you.
That would have been nice.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I do think that those ladies from earlier were probably a little more nefarious than they looked.
Yes.
Taking a look at these characters here.
Here's a theme here where these snake ladies are definitely dangerous ladies. They look like they're more dangerous than the spider ladies, and you can tell because there's a lot more skulls.
You can always tell how good someone is at form drawing when you see a skull.
This image to me is just so jaw-dropping. We have like these ancient being skeletons, this pitched locked battle. Again, I think I see a lot of like what reminds me of Catholic artwork where they have a lot of like beautiful angels doing battle, I think.
Just a lot of, you know, kind of religious motifs.
Yeah, exactly.
But this also feels like it's taking place in a museum.
Right. And it's so beautiful. Violent, deadly, all of the above.
Their hatching and like the way they shade is so interesting and so well done.
I know, so little of this is just inked in. It looks like all of it was built up with lines.
There definitely is some like base shading going on. Like you can see the background color.
That's true.
These different parts and pieces are a little different.
Now this is one that I think is cool because the artist more recently posted this line art version, but we're going to see a little bit later on the fully colored rendered version.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with color. And I'm hoping it's good. I assume it's very good.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. This artist didn't stop with line work. I think they're just getting into the line work like recently, or I don't know, just posting it recently when a lot of their profile and portfolio has a lot of color in it. But I was drawn to the line work, so that's what we're focusing on primarily for this video.
You do love a line work.
I do.
These little creatures are so fun.
They're so fun. Isn't this amazing? These gorgeous ballerinas.
Black Swan. Yeah, nice. Have you seen the movie Black Swan?
No, I never have. I've heard it's good.
It's got some
really
real
amazing.
Disturbing parts.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
It on the surface, you're like, oh, I can't wait to watch this movie about ballet, and then like you come out of the theater or the experience, and you're like, I never want to see a movie like that again.
I never want to see a ballet.
I hate swans.
I don't want to go to the theater.
I hate being educated on media and history.
Had to include some Legend of Zelda art here.
Yeah.
Which
of
is
course.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a ton of fan art from these pieces, unless, I mean, in a way, like a lot of old religious artwork is kind of fan art, where they're like, I know a lot of people don't think about this, but a lot of famous artwork, like the Statue of David, is fan art.
It's fan art of David.
It's fan art. Like, it really is.
Those were the stories of the times.
Yeah, I just don't think people really appreciate that. And I love this piece.
It's one way to describe
it. Love me some Zelda and Mifa. Okay, here's some more fan art.
I love this one. This Snow White take is just amazing. I hope that anybody who's stuck around in the video this long, this is your reward as far as I'm concerned. This is such an incredible image, especially if you even slightly like Disney.
She is terrifying.
She is terrifying. At first I thought her bow was made out of hair, I won't lie.
Yeah, just the texture is a little too similar maybe. And the overall shade of it, yeah. Oh, wow.
Her little, I know, I had to
what's
do
going
it
on
back
down
that
here?
one. The 7 dwarves.
Oh,
The 7 apocalypse dwarves.
yeah, something.
I don't know what's happening, but it is wild.
Well, the poison apple releases a lot of fumes, so of course you need to wear a gas mask.
Oh,
you
yes,
know?
yes, of course. Here's
Oh,
some
wow. Okay, color. Let's go.
color, some different kinds of character design. We'll look at some of these a little bit in more detail, but this I thought was really cool.
Oh, man. Okay, so we have some kind of vampire girl. She's got all her sacks of blood tucked up under her umbrella or her parasol.
A lot of little
Bats are
details.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So normally I was a little worried about seeing how this artist used color, but now I am,
Right.
obviously.
Obviously they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
A lot of the time I'll see an artist who's incredible at inking and line art, and then I see their color work and I feel like a little kind of put down.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I love the little sugar gliders or whatever those are at her feet.
Yeah, I think they're sugar gliders.
They're so cute.
Clearly inspired by Edward Scissorhands.
Right, that's what
It
I'm
has
seeing.
the correct hairstyle and everything. Rainy from Elden Ring. His character is a classic design at this point.
Whoever did the original design of that character was really cooking.
They were cooking.
They were cooking hard.
This artist is cooking.
Yes. So here we kind of see that they're still, excellent at painting the angels in color as well as black and white. I don't really know what's happening here, but it is pretty cool.
I think I'm really surprised by how vibrant, saturated, and colorful their choices are. Because based on the work I had seen previously, a lot of them were a little more dark. This is from...
Starts with a J, I forget, but it's from Love, Death, and Robots, the
it's
anthology
like
series.
Jaboa or something like that.
Yeah, you're very close.
Yeah, it's like the last episode. I think.
And it inspired so much incredible fan art. So no surprise that this incredible artist jumped on that wagon as well.
Yeah, and that entire episode was CG, if I'm not mistaken. Like every single part of it, which is crazy. Ooh, I love the parrots and the... Oh, she's like a magician.
Oh,
a magical
yeah.
girl, maybe.
Yeah, I do see like a cockatoo back there and the doves. Oh yeah, lots of magic going on. But everything's all tied up, so it's just illusions.
Just illusions.
My illusions, Michael.
These poor birds tied up around their neck.
I know.
Oh, okay, so here's the colored version of that piece from earlier.
Yeah. So I don't know what came first. Were they showing us like this is what I had originally for this piece? Because it seemed so in depth to then color over all that.
Well, they don't have any of the hatch marks here. So
That's what I'm saying. Is which came first? I don't know.
I personally think that this might have came first because I think you're right. Oh, Nintendo Switch there. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
No
if
idea.
they recently posted the original like sketch of this work or if they went back and like
It
maybe
didn't feel like a sketch to me.
Exactly. I thought this image was so pretty.
She is probably not having a fantastic time out there.
I mean, she's not dead, so something is fine.
Maybe she's a mannequin.
Maybe she's a mannequin.
This is outer space. That is so cool. So I've seen this done a few times with a character in like a bento box. This one's so fun and colorful.
Look at all the little Pikachus.
These are like Pikachu marshmallows.
Yeah, so fun.
I think. They give me very marshmallow vibes.
I don't like the little creatures. They're very scary.
The little cauliflower monsters.
Yeah.
Is that what is that kanji? That's maybe power or something like that.
But
Strength.
if you like that, if you go to this artist's profile, you'll see plenty of scary. I promise there's a ton of it.
Plenty of scary.
Scary, spicy, it's all there. And
Oh, and then this is okay. Wow. Whoa,
Right?
the colors here are
so this
not what
is-
I was expecting.
I know. This is one we saw in black and white a moment ago. We looked at it much more closely there. And isn't that so interesting?
Psychedelic blue sky.
Yeah, very iridescent, very, very pretty.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Isn't
Wow.
that amazing?
That is super cool.
I love that, we're set up thinking like, wow, this is as good as it gets with this beautiful line work. And then we go to this and it's like, oh my gosh.
Surprisingly, I like the color more.
On this one, I absolutely do. I love them both to death, but the color here, I just love it.
And if you want to love it, click that subscribe button down below.
And this is the part where we say
Goomba.